Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Season 5 of Flight Academy, brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. As always, my name is Phil, and this is Game 5 of our round robin. We have Scott with his Rebels and Ben with his Scum. Ben is our two-time and current reigning champion, and he's also here with us. Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Hello, yes, I'm doing well, thank you.
So we've got you on to do some commentary, and you're able to actually talk to us a little bit about your list and obviously how you found Season 5 of Flight Academy, the 5th variation so far. Let's have a quick look at your opponent first. It's a very aggressive setup with Wedge and Saw Gerrera there.
Yeah, Wedge is very scary and very good upgrades. I mean, Swarm Tactics, both shooting at I6 is scary.
Yeah, he does have the R5 Astromech on there as well. For some reason, it's not on the overlay. Don't know where that's disappeared to. Maybe he left it back in the hangar, but he should have an R5 Astromech on there. But yeah, Swarm Tactics.
And the combination of Perceptive Copilot and Jin also makes the U-Wing scarily defensive.
It is
such a good combo.
It is a great combo. I like Saw's ability. Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
You're damaged. Well, I get rerolls then.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. So, and Wedge in general. I mean, I'm glad they've reduced his points so he can't get outmaneuvered because that was just oppressive.
Oh, yeah.
But still, it's a scary combination. But you've got a
scummy list.
A scummy but cool combination. You've got the Rogue and the Razor Crest, like the newest ships for Scum.
I do love the Razor Crest.
It is a cool ship, and it's nice to see Q9 on the board. Obviously, Mando's taken a bit of a hit in his loadout, as has Q9, to be honest, but I think Q9 has got quite a nice, interesting ability.
Yeah, it's a shame that they were both the same points, but the loadout was. I mean, yes, Q9 can only calculate, but the loadout was quite difficult.
I mean, it's not too bad, because if you've got Maul on there as like an additional
I didn't really think Mando's ability would trigger that much in this format either. A lot of ships pointing at him.
Yeah, it works better when you've got 3 or 4 ships rather than 2, and it's harder because it's only 2 ships you're up against. It's harder to guarantee that you're actually going to have both of those ships facing that one ship. You never know if they're going to both split off and have 2 mini dogfights, or if your opponent's going to just focus fire on one ship, meaning that nothing's pointing at Mando. So,
yeah, I thought the ability would be quite semi-useful as well. As the getting behind your opponent is quite massive, especially in this format. And having the ability to potentially get a calculate or a barrel roll, yes, you take a strain for it, but having those options available to you, as well as contraband cybernetics, I thought would have been a good combo.
I mean, contraband cybernetics on the Razor Crest plus Q9's ability, that's a lot of scope for maneuverability there as well, because you can talon roll into a barrel roll, so you can get yourself either like an offline K turn or just get yourself even further over. Like you can talon roll around an obstacle and then use Q9 to barrel roll further away so that you're not then stuck behind it next turn.
Yeah, I mean, the main Achilles heel of the Razor Crest is the fact that once it gets stressed, it kind of has to go straight. There's no blue bank maneuvers.
It's not really any way to get blues on there. I mean,
unless you take L337, which is a great upgrade.
Can you fit that on Q9 still?
Yes.
How many points is she? She's not that many. She's only, what, 4 points?
Don't think it's that terribly expensive. But you are giving up the crew slot.
Which I think Maul is actually quite a solid.
Which I kind of went for having a force because Q9 can only calculate, so it helps with the aggression a bit more.
Yeah, I do like that. And Maul is a good crew to have on there. Again, you get the Force, and he basically has an inbuilt hate as well with him, doesn't he?
Yes, so yeah, you're right. L337 is 4 points,
Not
which
gonna
is
lie,
really
completely
good
guessed.
value considering you get 2 abilities. So the attacker
Yeah,
has to reroll all his attack dice, especially if he chucks a proton torpedo at you or something like that.
I remember you
And then
using
if you're
that
not
against
shielded,
me.
then you get blue maneuvers.
Yeah, I remember you using that against me with my defenders all the way
Oh,
back at
triple
the
evades.
South Coast series. Ouch! Good green dice there.
Who is just in?
Just catching wedge at range 3, obstructed as well, I think.
Remember, my main thought going into this was just go for wedge.
Oh,
Just,
they both go through.
ooh, just kill wedge.
X-Wings in general, I think T-70s more so than T-65s. T-70s are scarier than T-65s, but there are some ridiculous pilots there. Wedge is... His ability is fantastic. Again, great that you can't take out maneuver. Luke is a defensive powerhouse because he spends his force, you target him, he gets it back. It's crazy. And there are some other great pilots in there for the Rebels as well, but
Corn
like
horn.
Corin Horn is a good one. I can't
Thane.
remember half the. Yeah, Thane, that's the one. That's another one that Scott likes using. Thane is a good one. Jack Porkins as well. The Battle of Yavin pilots are great. I mean, Wedge and Luke are both 5 points, if I remember. Like Luke Battle of Yavin, 5 points. Wedge is
Yeah, you
5
don't really
points.
see Biggs much. You used to see Biggs quite a lot. Don't
Yeah,
see him that often now.
it's less common to be used now. I think again his loadout isn't particularly great. But I think if you're using like Battle of Yavin Biggs, that might be a bit better. I still need to pick up the Battle of Yavin pack and the Siege of Coruscant pack. They are really good.
Siege of Coruscant pack has got so many good pilots in it.
It's a real tough decision of which one. I'm going to get both eventually, but which one do I get first?
I would
Ooh,
tend to lean more towards Siege of Coruscant. It depends if yeah. I know you like playing Republic.
yes, I do. I love my Republic. And those Siege of Coruscant cards really open up the Republic as well, make like the arcs more viable.
So the jam is from the My Hidden Illicit, which was probably no surprise, was Force Transponder codes. That's why you see the jam, because I just locked Wedge. But unfortunately, for me, which is a good call from Scott, Wedge is disengaged.
Yeah. I mean, me and James actually discussed this in your first game. Obviously, you've got contraband cybernetics. Your hidden one was always going to be false transponders, because if you had false transponders, your hidden one would probably be contraband cybernetics. To be
Yeah.
honest, I mean they're both
The other
great.
one, which is really good, and it's really good for Q9, is I might butcher the name, Babu Frick. Babu Frick.
Oh, Babby Frick. Ooh,
He's really strong because you can just, if you get a red token, you could just put it back. You could just bank it on his card.
yeah. I forgot about Babby Frick. We did say as well overtune modulators might be a
There
nice
was
one to
there
have.
was a couple of times where I was toying with the idea of using that as my illicit slot,
Yeah.
but I struggle to get past not taking false transponder codes.
You sometimes get locked into those. For me, when it comes to like the talent slot, I sometimes struggle not just taking marksmanship or deadeye shot. They're my two absolute favourites.
I think we need to nickname you Marksman Phil, because I know how much you love that card.
If only my shooting matched up to that sometimes. But it's like it's actually when you look at like our local player base, there are cards that are quite common for people to use. Like Wes is a big fan of elusive. He uses elusive a lot. You
Yeah.
use a lot of predator. Predator's a common
Yes.
one for you. Marksmanship for myself. got does like swarm tactics. Actually, he's been running a lot of rebel lists with swarm tactics.
Yeah.
So we all do have
and is proton torpedoes.
Yeah. If he's running rebels, he's always got protons. The other one
He's
he
always
likes,
like, right, how can I get a list with double proton?
or he's
Like,
a big
evil
fan
man.
of Ruthless as well when he's running his Empire.
Oh, Ruthless is quite a fun card. Yeah.
Yeah. But double stacking your ships there in on Saw.
Yeah, annoyingly, I really didn't want to go for Saw, but Wedge disengaging. There was no way I was going to chase Wedge in that instance.
He
So
closes his
unfortunately, I
wings,
just had
gets
to
that
turn in
boost.
on Saw.
Yeah. But I mean, it means that Wedge is also not pumping shots into you, so you do
Yes,
have
that's massive.
a much better run in on Saw. He's out of range of swarm tactics, so you can really put that hurt in him early-ish. So,
Well, yeah, I was hoping that the main thing is to try and get into a position where I can use my 5k turn.
yeah, and then get those proton cannons off. Oh, absolutely lovely, because the dead to rights means that even if he did have a green token, he couldn't use it, so that shields down.
Yeah, I must admit, I do tend to forget about that. So, speaking about forgetting things, I do tend to forget about dead to rights a lot of times.
Every time I'm running rogues, I've normally got proton cannons and marksmanship. So
Proton cannons are so savage.
I love them, and because of that bullseye dead to rights, I always remember that, because it's just they just go hand in hand. Like marksmanship, proton cannons, dead to rights. It's a brutal combination.
Yeah, because when I was looking at the Dirge, I was toying between taking proton cannons or taking double cannons, so ion cannons and heavy laser cannons.
Yes, that's a good
But
combo, and about a similar price as well.
yeah, but proton cannons is really nice.
Yeah, it just works really well. Obviously, changing one to a crit, and it's 4 dice, which is just crazy. And again, because it's in the bullseye, the dead to rights triggers. Ooh, that's a good few hits. And is that
Couple of damage
that's
coming in,
into Dirge there, I think. Yeah. But you've got Saw down to half.
which
So
does activate Soul's ability.
it does activate Saw's ability, but also Saw's not in a great position. He's going to have to move before all of you. Oh, he's got contraband cybernetics, so it's whether he triggers it or not.
Yeah, but double stressing yourself is that U-wing's probably never going to turn around again.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like he did stop. Contraband cybernetics trigger. Perceptive co-pilot, double change
Double
with
evade.
Finurso for double evade. He's going super defensive.
It makes sense trying to keep the U-wing alive for Wedge to come back into the fight.
Absolutely. And Wedge can get back into the fight here. There's the K-turn from Dirge. Does it get you outside of... It's sometimes hard to tell with the reduced board size with the range, but I think you might just be outside of range 1. It's very close.
Yeah, I think that's range 2.
Because you've got that
Talking
bullseye.
about reduced board size, I do find it very scary doing a 5k turn on a small board.
Yeah.
Contraband cybernetics is
It is a great
just
upgrade.
a brilliant upgrade.
Just giving you that one turn where you actually just have so much more freedom. Like I said, I think the only one that is... the only upgrade I can think of that would give more flexibility than contraband cybernetics across a wider range is Leia.
What was the one where you used to be able to stop?
That was a version 1 card, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was that called?
Was it inertial
I wonder
damp?
if anyone. I wonder if anyone in the chat would know. There was a card, inertial dampeners or something like that. I think it
Yeah,
was called. Where you
inertial
used to be able to
dampers, I
just
think
stop.
was it.
I
Yeah.
think it was a one-off thing. That was a funky card.
I still have it somewhere. I still have all of my first
All
edition
your
cards.
version 1 stuff.
Yeah.
Your Emperor Palpatine and your C-3PO cards that you
Yeah.
spent a lot of money getting. Ah, the good old days.
I mean, inertial dampeners. Yeah, so when you reveal your maneuver, you may discard this card instead perform a white stop maneuver, then receive 1 stress token. Was the first edition version.
Ah,
So a very cool card. And it is an illicit as well in second, but it is 8 points. And you have to spend 1 shield to do it.
that's a heavy price.
That's probably why
Wow.
we never see it and we've forgotten all about it. Spend a shield, do a stop, get a stress. 8 points, no. That's very expensive.
Good attack.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was.
like
So it was. It was range 1.
Oh, it was
'Cause
range 1.
That was a primary attack.
Yeah. Oh, that's
2
a shame.
evades though.
But here's another range 1 from Q9. That's a good range 1 from Q9. Oh,
Ouch.
triple crit and a hit.
My dice are on fire.
That is great. That's 2 crits
We've
going
seen
through
a
on
lot of crits so
Yeah.
far, or already in Fly Academy. This maybe the season of crits.
I mean, we're actually. I think most games we were using Swords
Who
Dance.
needs marksman?
That was a fuel leak. Was the first crit there as well. Ouch. Yeah, so we're actually using. I think the majority of the games we were using my dice throughout, and I think you lot used up all of my luck.
Probably.
So these dice are going to be super cold going forward.
Right, does Wedge just go aggressive and get in? He's gonna. It's a scary prospect. Don't think there's many maneuvers he can take here. The obstacles are.
Yeah, it's in an awkward angle for him.
Yes, it's a very awkward angle.
He's probably going to bump if he turns in, or if he does like a 1 forward.
His bump might actually be the better option. If he turns away, he might just end up lining up a bullseye for Dirge.
Yeah, it's a real tough decision there. But you've got Dirge and Q9 in a perfect position just to come back in. Q9 can get rid of his stress right now as well.
I think I'm just trying to. I think I was trying to work out whether I wanted to boost and potentially block Wedge. I think that's what my decision was at the moment.
Do the focus boost.
We've got quite good actions.
Yeah.
The rogues.
I will point out, and this was actually mentioned on game 1, Dirge can't do that. Because the action is focused to red boost.
What did I do there?
You did a white boost, so it should actually have been focused to red boost because you don't have engine upgrade on there. Because normally you do find that it is boost to focus, but with the rogue, it's the other way around. So, but as we said, all of the games at this point have been recorded, so we obviously can't go back, but at least we know.
Yeah, we don't make mistakes.
I mean, you don't have an attack here anyway, so from Dirge anyway, that's a brutal shot there from Q9. He's got the evades though, so That is half points on Wedge, though, with 3 minutes to go. And needing 3 more health off of Q9 and 2 more off of Dirge to half points. It's
So, Dirge could probably 5k.
yeah. What does Q9 do? Just a stop. I forget the Razor Crest has stops.
Yeah, it's you wouldn't think it, would you?
No, there's so many medium base ships have that
It's
stop move
got
that I forget about them.
It's got quite a lot of, apart from the lack of blues, it's got a 0 stop, two turn around, and a 5k. Yeah, it's got quite a few options.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think Wedges managed to avoid all luck there.
Nope. Wedge is being slippery here. It's almost, it feels almost a little bit like Scott's trying not to lose that final point. But it's a tough one. Once one ship goes down, it's very hard to, especially with how healthy your ships are at this point.
I'm trying to work out which way Wedge is going to go.
I mean, looking at him, he's not going to be able to get a shot, so left. Like
I
ship
mean,
left
Q9's not really in a position to get a shot.
No.
10-2 would have. Yeah.
Let's see which way he
Where's he
goes.
gone?
He did go left.
Stage drift.
Oh, does he?
I
He
think
does end up
I caught him in the bullseye.
We get a proton cannon shot finally.
Which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, Scott
but I'll certainly take it.
Bullseye with a laser. I used to use the lasers all the time, but I've already gone off them. I don't think they're good.
I used lasers quite a bit quite a while ago. They're okay in a casual game for a quick check, but they can be very deceiving.
Yeah, I find just getting the template out is better. Oh, 2 hits and
maybe Wedge.
That's wedged out.
Oh yeah, caught in a bullseye.
Ouch! That's the full 5 points for the win there for you. That is absolutely savage. I love the Rogue class. Such a cool ship. Dirge is a great addition. Not a great loadout, but he's still a solid pilot. Like 4 points for an I5 that you can stick cannons on. Fantastic.
It's fun running two of them, Cad and Dirge together. Cad's good fun.
Yeah, Cad is really good fun. Victor is
I'll
good.
just give you my stress token when I hit you with an attack.
Yeah, pretty much. What's not to love about that? But a good solid win there for you. Scott, very valiant effort. Unfortunately, Wedge having to disengage, not helpful, and Saw just getting brutalized by Q9 and Dirge there was not ideal for him. But let's have a quick look and see how the table looks after Game 5. We've got a bit more of a shuffle around on there. You have retaken that top spot with a commanding 9 points with 2 wins and 3 kills. Ben there in second with 6. Andy and Josh with 5 points. And Wes and Scott still yet to score, and me still yet to actually have a game at this point. But that game is coming up very soon, in fact. But Ben, I mean, you got the win, so I'm hoping that you enjoyed that game.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Good. And like I said, we will see you for some more games very shortly. But in the meantime, guys, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time for Game 6.